Hello, food fans. We're going to have lunch. It's going to be a nice lunch. It's boneless fried chicken, and this is the Hungry Man series, and these cost about $4 right now, probably be $5 within a year. And this is one of my favorite Hungry Man meals because it has a brownie for dessert, but we're going to go a little bit beyond dessert. We're going to have an extra secret dessert. So let's get started. And in addition to the meal, the boneless fried chicken, I like the boneless meat not only because it tastes good, but also I think it's a little bit more of a safety food to go to, especially at my age when I might be talking too fast and not paying much attention to the food. I don't like to have the little bones of the chicken that comes from the fried chicken dinner. That actually costs more than this one. This is a pretty good meal. And I don't have a salad today. I'm going to be having a salad tonight with a big meal that I'm planning. But for lunch, this is a really big lunch. I'm going to have some corn to start things off here. And try some chicken. And some mashed potatoes. I think it's 26 grams of protein that this meal supplies for someone who eats the entire meal. Like myself, I'm going to open up my root beer right now. I'm supposed to have some rain today, actually thunderstorms. We had a lot of thunder and lightning yesterday. Supposed to have it again today and tomorrow. But right now it looks pretty nice outside. I'm going to try to have more content in my content as time goes by. I'll add something. After I eat the meal, I'll put in something either about how to make chords, play piano chords, or I'll talk a little bit about finance, how to start investing in the stock market, or I'll talk about the entertainment world. I'm very familiar with most aspects of making movies, commercials, TV shows. I've been relying on show business, the world of entertainment, for my income. For more than 50 years now. I'm getting old. And I will show you the easy way to play piano. The piano chord method is the easiest way. It's not a way that will teach you how to read music, but if you study the piano, practice at piano for an hour a day for a year, you'll certainly be able to start up your own band playing rock and roll and country music hits. And making music sure beats working. And the pay is better when it is good. And if you're a songwriter, always have a pencil and paper with you. If a good idea pops into your mind, write it down before it escapes. More root beer again, 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 more. When I first started depending on money from being an entertainer as my chief income source, back when I was about 35, I was working in warehouses up until that time. From the time I was 17 until I was 35, I was working in warehouses. And then I started being a full-time entertainer. It's scary going out there and performing when you first start doing it. But after a little while, you look forward to being in the spotlight. It's especially true if you're a singer. Singers can make a lot of money when they get to a certain level of competence. The biggest money makers in Hollywood are the people who produce shows, especially if they produce a show in which they appear. Next would be the high-paid actors and actresses. And then come the actors and actresses who work for scale or slightly above scale. Writers can get very wealthy if they, especially if they write a sitcom. And as for investing, if I start telling you a little bit about investing in some of the videos, diversity is something I recommend. Don't have all your money in real estate or in the stock market or earning interest in the bank. Most people start out, they don't really have much of anything, but if you can afford to buy a partial share of even one stock, it'll give you the feel for the stock market. And I know for most families they don't have the time to spend researching a stock, but I'll mention it for the people who are more into their retirement years. I usually look for a stock that pays a dividend. That doesn't mean it can't go down. I have stock in a lot of companies, probably about 25 companies. And some of them are household names like Ford Motor Company, General Motors, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, Walgreens Pfizer. Pfizer can go up and down a lot in any day. It surprises people every day. I recommend if you do start investing in stocks, look for stocks that you understand a little bit about. Like, I think most people understand what Apple does. Most people understand what General Motors does. And it's a good idea to invest in stocks that have a volume. Each day they trade more than 1 million shares. But it takes at least a year of study before I would recommend investing. Real estate is usually a good investment. Buying a house usually goes up in value. But that certainly is not always true. Some neighborhoods fall into bad value traps where you buy a mansion and it costs you $1 and all the copper plumbing has been stolen from it. There are cities that have abandoned skyscrapers. The elevators might not work. Root beer. This is Barq's root beer, B-A-R-Q''S. In the summertime, I usually have a can of root beer every evening while I'm watching a movie or TV show or documentary. Also, at different times, I could mention tips for YouTube channels. I'll give you the first tip. If you want to be successful at YouTube, make videos for people you don't know. And what I'm talking about is, don't just make a video about your family and your dog and how funny your uncle is or something, and then have views just by members of your family, and you might be lucky to get 10 or 20 views per video. Make your video about something that people are already searching for, such as how to play piano. I will show you the basics of making chords on piano. You can learn that well enough to show other people how to do it. Corn is good. I think most corn that's grown in the United States now is DNA protected, and by that I mean it's owned. The type of corn that it is owned by some manufacturer who has a trademark on the DNA or copyright or something. And that means maybe there's a type of corn that grows real well in cold climates and another type of corn that grows real well in warm climates. And each corn has its DNA registered with the company. And if you tried to plant a field of corn and you tried to sell the corn as seed corn, they could put a stop to it because you'd be violating either trademark rules or copyright law. And not just corn. The actors are on strike right now, Screen Actors Guild, and after the American Federation for Television and Radio Artists, they're on strike. What the producers want to do is more or less buy, B-U-Y, purchase the actor's identity. They want to have you come into a studio and they'll take video of you from every angle, moving your arms, legs, and everything. And they own that forever. And they can make movies and just put you in where they want you. And they can have you saying what they want you to say by having a voiceover actor. Look for deep fake Elvis. There are a lot of videos that show Elvis Presley singing songs that he never sang. We had lots of lightning yesterday and lots of thunder. And I think we're expecting more today. Time for our regular dessert first. We're going to have the chocolate brownie that comes with this meal, and I've had these before, and the brownies are delicious. If you like chocolate, you'll like this. I hope your families are doing well. I hope we all avoid all the calamity that is potentially at our doorstep. Doorsteps, I guess that'd be plural. Potential for wars, World War III. You can read stories about the possibility of someone who gets a little bit mad and presses a red button. There's dangers of, I guess, comets hitting us and solar flares from the sun and very hot weather. Lake Mead drying up. That's near Las Vegas, by the way. I am a positive person. As one person once said, I'm a positive person, I'm positive things will get worse. The brownie is good, and I do think things will get better over time. Get root beer sip here. Then we will finish the meal. My secret dessert is right here. It's a cake, a little cake, cost 74 cents at Walmart. And they've got it in a box I don't know how to open here. This should open, maybe. There it is, it's opening. And Walmart has a lot of little boxed desserts. Let me tear this straight down this way and straight up that way. Let me put this right over here. And take some cake with a spoon. It's a chocolate cake, so I'm getting my chocolate vitamins today. Here's some chocolate. And it is very, very sweet. $0.74, I think, was the price. And what I'll do, I'll finish this later. Right now I'll show you a couple of chords on piano, and I'll talk a little bit about the stock market. If you want to watch that, you can, or if you're not interested in music or finance, I will say thank you very much for watching. When I start showing you how to play chords on piano, I will be showing you the C chord. This is a C note. 2 black notes, the note to the left of 2 black notes anywhere on the piano. 2 black notes, the note to the left is a C. That's a C. That's a C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And I'm going to show you how to make a C chord, but first with the left hand, I'll show you how to do, that's an easy pattern. And I will be showing you lots of different ways of playing piano, different riffs, different chords. And with that left hand doing that, with the right hand, I'll put in either this C chord or this C chord after each sound from the left hand. And you can start doing songs pretty fast. I won't do any cover tunes here right now, maybe sometime later. The reason being copyright issues that might come up, but I'll do an old public domain song. And we'll do it just using the C chord and the G chord. It's a G. G, B, D. G, B, D. G, B, D. It's a G chord, and that's a C chord. And we can do something like this. Down in the valley, and you won't be saddled with public domain songs. Maybe you got an original song you wrote, and you will learn how to play the chords for your original song, or any of the pop tunes or the 50s hits or whatever. But I will show you how to make chords in the future, like the C chord and the B chord, or the G chord. It's a G chord. And I think you'll learn how to play piano pretty quickly. You'll be playing with two hands the first night. So stand by for that. That's coming soon. This is a typical stock market page from Yahoo, and this changes every few seconds during the trading day. And on this page, we find a lot of information about, in this case, the Ford Motor Company, and the symbol that it trades under is F. And it's selling for $13.94 per share right now, and in 52 weeks the one-year target is $14.24. I can show you a lot of information about the stock market, which if over a period of a year, if you watch it, you'll probably know a lot about trading on the stock market and whether or not it is something you would want to do. But in the meantime, I'll be mentioning a few things about the stock market with each video that I do. I will make them very similar to what has been done so far. The first part of the videos that I make will be food fan videos for fans of food, food fans. This is the place. And I will add extra content at the end of the regular content, and it is going to be arranged in such a way that if you don't want to watch the stock market, you don't have to pay any attention to it, or same with music. And otherwise, I hope to see you all soon in my next video, and I thank you very much for watching.